Magic Marketplace. Product review.
Roger. Standing by for the magic session. Over.
The Magic Marketplace. Product review.
We read you product review.
Welcome to the Magic Marketplace Product Review.
Make way for Luke Dancy. You are go.
The Magic Marketplace Product Review with your host, Luke Dancy.
All right, what you take it, guys? Sorry about that. My name is Luke Dancy. Welcome to the Magic Marketplace Product Review Show. We are here each and every week to tell you about some of the latest products that are out there in the Magic Market. Of course, we want you to make educated decisions about the Magic that you buy, so it's only fitting that we show you what we'll be talking about tonight. Up first, we have from Tango Magic. This is Shared Dreams. This is a minimalism type of effect that will allow you to make predictions with everyday objects. Up next, from our friends at Paper Crane Magic, this is Xpand. This is a visual card effect where you cause a card to visibly shrink and then become a regular size card. And again, I'll tell you more about that in just a few minutes. And last but not least, in It's a Book section, this isn't so much a book, but a book test. This is from Nathan Kranzo and UF Grant. And here I am again. My name is Luke Dancy. I am here pretty much every week to tell you about the latest products that are out and about on the Magic Market. For those of you that were watching the other night, I actually forgot to record the show, and that's why we're going to shoot it again. So it's nice to have some new faces, and if you are watching again, well, sorry. And we'll have a brand new show coming up soon, and I have some other fun news to tell you as we go along the show. So up first, let's talk about Shared Dreams. I want you to check this one out, see what it's all about, and then I'll tell you all about it right after this.
One envelope is the envelope where I have the pictures of my children. The other envelope is my wife envelope. We have a romantic letter inside that. And the other one is a very well sealed envelope. Check that the envelope is sealed, it's closed. Yes, it's sealed. And take it out the price. Please write the information that open all the paper.
Hello, family. I am in a beautiful city of London. I don't believe it. It's amazing. I don't believe it. The hotel is really green. It's the Hyatt.
Hyatt.
Yeah.
Okay. Please write.
I met Ali, who is at the same hotel room 252. It's amazing. That's incredible. It's amazing. I love you, Marcel.
right, and that is the demo for Shared Dreams right here. This is from Tango Magic, and the creator is Marcelo Insua. I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. Insua. Insua? Sure. So anyway, this is a new thing, just came out recently. It's basically a piece of minimalism that you can do here. As you saw from the demo, not a lot of guesswork what this trick is about. Basically, you are able to hand someone a stack of envelopes, have them hold on to them. You have one person or 3 different people name different things. You jot them down, hand them the paper, you grab the envelopes from them, untie the envelopes, pop open only one of them, and you hand it to them, it's sealed. And then, of course, inside they read, and the 3 things that were named are, of course, on your prediction. Now, this sounded like a very straightforward and a very cool thing, you know, when I saw the write-up and, of course, the demo that you just saw as well. Then I popped the DVD in, because this does come with the DVD and the props, and I watched the full-length performance. And I'm not going to say that the performer on the DVD was deceiving with the demo. But what I will say is that when you watch the performance straight through, you can pretty much see exactly what the guy's doing, and that bums me out on a couple of different levels. You know, they go through all these things that it's not. No special wallets, no electronic device, no pre-show, nothing in your pockets. Everything happens from people. No exotic gimmicks. Yeah, that all sounds good that you're not doing any of these things, but then you watch what they're selling you, and it's a very almost pedestrian, very basic method. Now, I'm not saying that the method doesn't work. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you that at all. The method does work. It works 100%. The only thing I'm telling you is I was a bit disappointed in what you get for the price. And, of course, we'll get to the price and all that in just a minute. All I'm telling you is when I saw what you're paying your money for, of course, you're getting the packaging, which, you know, looks nice. Yeah, that's good. You're getting DVD, you're getting all the props that you need. So you're getting everything you need to do this, but it feels like you're paying way too much for a very simplistic idea. I would even venture to say, if you were thinking about how would I do this, and you explored and you play with that for a little bit, you'd probably stumble upon the most basic method that is this. It's not misleading, nothing like that, but I feel like what you're paying for just doesn't justify the price that they're asking. You know, it seems like a nice piece. I could definitely think of a lot of different ways to do this that would feel a little bit better, personally speaking. I'll let you decide. I mean, here's the price. Now, this is almost $50. For $50, I was kind of expecting a clever type of gimmick. I don't want anything exotic. I don't know, for some reason they said no exotic gimmicks or strange magic props. I think all magic props are strange, right? For the most part. But they do say this is just paper and envelopes, and you know, so be it. But at the same time, for $50, you're hoping to get something kind of like a toy that you can play with, and that will kind of make you smile. So this will work as is. I just don't think, for me, I don't think I would have been happy if I had actually purchased this. And that's one of the benefits to reviewing things is we're sent things, people that review things, you know, to check out and give our honest opinion on. And I probably would have dropped this right into the drawer of badness. I have the goodness, then I have the bad, and this one probably would have gone with the bad because I don't think I would have ever done this. All right, so that is Shared Dreams. Unfortunately, I don't give that one a very good mark. I don't like to do things like that to you know, to be negative, but at the same time, I kind of want you to know what you're getting. You know what I mean? All right. Up next, I want to tell you guys before we get to the next product, a little bit about what's going on. Of course, things have been a little quiet around the Magic Session for a while. It's definitely not because you've been forgotten. It's because we've been working very hard to bring you some brand new changes. So let's give you a couple of updates about what's going on the site. Right now, of course, over on, you can keep up with us as well on our Facebook page, facebook.com/WeSession. But right now, you know, let's check out what's been going on. Of course, the first thing you saw there was a brand new article. This is from Peter Eggink. Of course, Peter Eggink, the creator of such things as Haunted, the most recent thing he's put out with Paul Harris. He shared a very good article with us brought to us by Chris Will that I think that you guys will enjoy quite a bit. It has some very solid ideas, and they're coming from a guy that really knows his magic. And I had a chance to meet Peter at the Blackpool convention, and I really like him, and he's going to be back in town this summer, and I'm looking forward to spending some time with him. So definitely check out that new article. Leave your thoughts there. The other thing that I did was I put up a coming soon post to let you know that things are happening. We've been doing some test feeds from our brand new studio. Here's a quick peek at me in studio. We're actually in the midst of having some sets built. I'll be doing probably 2 or 3 new shows from the brand new Session 1 studios, and we've just been testing the feeds, and it looks great. And the really, really cool thing about everything that we're doing is everything that's going on in our new studio can be watched on your phone or on your iPad. So if you aren't able to join us live at home, well, you can always take us on the road, and we can be with you wherever you are. Cool. So that's very cool. And the studio is just awesome. We've got like 8 cameras set up, a nice overhead shot. We've done a couple jam sessions. We'll get those on demands up sometime soon, and we'll be doing the review show from there too. So very excited to bring these things to you guys. We'll also be switching over to the new Session 1 name probably in the next week or two. So a lot of fun things are happening, and we can't wait to share them with you because we've been working very hard to bring you some new stuff. All right. So on to the next product. Of course, that's what this is all about. The Magic Marketplace is about products. So let's take a look at the next one. This is Xpand from Brandon, David, and Christerius. All right, check out the demo, and I'll give you my thoughts on that in just a sec.
Really excited about showing you some really cool ideas that I came up with this beautiful gimmick. Not just a gimmick, it really is a utility device. Was that it, really? I want to give you guys this as a souvenir. It's kind of a weird situation, so I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's see if we can do this, watch. Is that better? So hopefully if this works, you can actually see that it's grown. Which doesn't make sense to even have the tape on it anymore, does it? We can keep that. Isn't that kind of weird? It's kind of crazy. That is pretty cool, isn't it? It's really crazy, but look, check this out. It looks like it's actually, the closer it gets, it looks like it's restoring, doesn't it? I mean, it looks that way. It's not really happening. I mean, if it were to really restore, I could just kind of do that and it would actually restore.
It doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. You can see the signature. Look, if I just shake it like so.
That's the weirdest thing. It's going to keep growing and growing and growing all the way back to its full size. Your card, the only card, the signed card, and the printed cards.
All right, and there you have it. That is the demo. I was going to say the trailer, combination of demo and trailer. The trailer for Xpand, right here. This is a new release that is using a. Well, I'll just read kind of what is written on the back here. The wording here. Xpand is a handmade, homemade. Mechanical card gimmick that allows you to perform special effects miracle with a signed card. So basically, as you saw from the demo, you know what the effect is. It's pretty simple, really. You have a card signed. You're then able to kind of compress the card, cause it to shrink in size, and then by just shaking the card, you visibly see it start to grow back into a regular size card, and the card can then be handed back out. And of course, the card is signed. That's something that they like to make sure that you know. That this is something that can be done with a signed card. Not that that's always a big deal, but if you can do it, why not say that you can do it, right? So my initial thoughts on this are, I come from a very strange point of view. I'll set up by saying that. I'm a big fan of card magic that's visual, fun, and well, I don't mind using gimmicks. I don't mind using them from time to time. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, my humble opinion, you could do so many crazy things with sleight of hand plus gimmicks to do true miracles. And I believe sometimes just being a purist, you're missing out on some really great magic because you're not, allowing yourself to use gimmicks. It's not to say you should use them for everything, but I think used in conjunction with sleight of hand, you could do some really crazy things. You know what I mean? They just aren't possible with sleight of hand. So anyway, this is a gimmick. It's a cleverly done gimmick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was pretty clever what they're doing. So you do receive it handmade. It's made for you. And I know for me and a lot of other magicians, that's good because I know we're lazy when it comes to making stuff. So you do receive the gimmick. It's here in a little envelope. Can't tell you what it is, but it's here. This is the gimmick. Secret gimmick. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. Nope, can't show you. So there's the gimmick. They also do include, of course, the DVD. They also include 2 DVDs, actually. They include a bonus disc that has several other additional routines that you can do with the Xpand gimmick outside of just the initial shrinking or compressing card and then causing it to restore again. There's a lot of other ideas here. Disc 1's about 20 minutes. It's around 17 minutes, and I think the other disc is around an hour. So, you're getting a lot of, you're getting the basic instruction for what you can do, and then you're getting a lot of other thoughts and ideas you can do with the gimmick too. So everything there is included for you. And the teaching's good. It's solid. You actually see them going out, doing some performing for real people out in the real world. And the reactions are, they vary from people kind of freaking out to kind of the stunned silence. But at the end of the day, it is just a card trick. Granted, it's a visual and different kind of card trick. It is a card trick. So basically, if card tricks aren't your thing, probably pass on this. If you are a close-up guy or a close-up worker, I think that the price isn't going to really scare you too much for Xpand. $25, it's pretty much the average price now, between $25, $30 for something that comes with a gimmick. It's nice, it's clever. Take a look at the demo once again after the show if you want, and just figure out, is this something that I would want to do? That's really what it's all about. It's up to you. But what they do show you is what you're able to do. The only thing I'd mention, not really negative, but it is something to be conscious about. This does have a little bit of angle sensitivity. Not really anything, to your sides, but more directly behind you. If someone behind you, they catch you, on what you're doing. That's not a huge deal. Once again, not all magic is completely you can't do it all surrounded. So magic is a thing that requires audience management and all that stuff. So you can't always do magic in the most ideal situations. But this does require a little bit of management on your part. Nothing too bad and nothing that you should have too hard of time to get away with. You know what I mean? So that's Xpand. It's pretty clever. I think that you'll have a lot of fun playing with it. And yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. Well, up next we have something that normally I'll review a book. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't had a lot of time to read books lately. My life has been pretty crazy. Doing a lot of crazy things, and I'll tell you more about those after we talk about this last product. So this isn't a book, but it is a book test. So with that said, I'd like to welcome you to It's in a Book.
Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Dun dun dun! Take a look. It's in a book right here on the Magic Marketplace. All right, so tonight we're going to be talking about something that, once again, isn't a book, but it is something that uses, book in the name. It's a book test. Welcome to True Test. This is from UF Grant, presented by Nathan Kranzo. This is an old idea. It's about 80 years old that Nathan Kranzo has, I guess, revitalized and put his own thoughts on as well, and has included it for you, along with the gimmicks that you need to do the effect. A lot of people are used to doing book tests, of course, with books. Hardback books, softback books. Of course, there's a lot of different marketed versions out there that you can buy for books, for the book, the gimmicked books, basically, that allow you to do these things. Some more clever than others, but there are definitely no shortage of book tests out there. What makes this one cool to begin with is it's not necessarily using a book. You could do this with magazines, which automatically, to me anyway, feels kind of cool. He suggests doing this with Time magazine. or I think it's Newsweek magazine. I'll just open up the package here so I give you the skinny on it. But you are not limited to these magazines. These are just the ones that are suggested. And it was Time and Newsweek. All right. Good memory. All right. So basically, you're able to do this with magazines. He suggests doing it one of two ways. To get into it, I'm not going to tip everything. But basically, you also receive 100 gimmicks. Because this is a magazine test, there's different ways you could ruin the gimmicks each time you perform. You don't have to, but it's possible. So he's given you enough of these to do these for at least 100 performances. And so basically what you need is included. This isn't something you have to go out and make and try to put together, do-it-yourself thing. Everything is here for you to start using this right away. He does suggest, once again, a couple different ways to do this. Basically what I'm getting at here is you can do this with the page left in the book. So they basically, the magazine, where they're looking at everything in the magazine, they close it up. Or you could do this where you tear the page out of the magazine, then you could tear up the page that they've torn out, and then basically they're able to look at the pieces and choose a word that way as well. So there are a couple different ways. Once again, you can notice if you tear the thing out, well then, if you tear it out and you rip it up, that's a gimmick gone. Yeah, whatever. But you don't have to do that, right? The gimmicks, I feel weird calling them gimmicks because when you see what it is, you get a smile. Yes, it's a gimmick. Yeah, in every sense of the word, it's a gimmick. But it looks so ordinary that you almost feel like that's a gimmick. Which is good. Okay, that's good. So you're able to do a very, very direct and a very, very clean book test type of thing. Someone merely thinks of a word, you're able to discern the word, with very little fishing, right? The other cool thing is you're able to tell the people what word comes before or what word comes after, if you choose to do that. So there's a lot of built-in stuff here. And the way that this is designed and laid out, I think you'll like it a lot. The only thing that might scare people off, honestly, with this one is the price. True test is $100, so let's take a step back. Because a lot of people go, whoa, that's a Benjamin. Hold on, that's a lot of money. Let's look at it this way. You get 100 gimmicks. You get 100. It's not very common with things like this. When it comes to buying a product, you normally get like one gimmick, maybe two. If it's a card trick, you get one in red and one in blue. But this, you do get 100. So think of it as you're paying $1 per gimmick. You don't have to ruin each gimmick once again, so these could last longer than one performance. But if you choose to, these could be exhausted each time you perform. The other thing to keep in mind is this is something that can definitely pack flat and play big. Anything like this that is a minimalism piece where you have a lot of audience interactivity, hands-off kind of stuff going on, you're able to take this, and I could see this playing on stage for stand-up, maybe a couple hundred people. So if you're looking for something that's new, that's not just a standard old book test, something that's a little more modern, your performer looking to fill a few minutes, I think this would definitely fit to your act. It's so innocent. I could personally see me having this ready to go, leaving it in my house, and if someone stops by and we're jamming, I could see myself just casually doing this and freaking some people out. I think this is really clever. I'm not sure how the history on this goes. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is a UF grant idea, and it's 80 years old. This was released over 80 years ago. So I'm not too sure how Nate went about getting permission to do this, because I would assume that UF grant is dead. I'm just guessing. If it was released 80 years ago, the guy must have been older than 80 years old when he put it out. It does some other crediting for other people. He does say that Johnny Murray of Portland, Maine, was first conceived the idea. Later, UF Grant and Don Tanner improved it and routined it. So I don't see anything really more than that on how he got permission to teach this. But knowing Nate, I'm sure he did the right thing. That's just a guess. I would say that he did the right thing here to get permission to release this. Nate also does have his own thoughts to do with this, so you're getting a classic effect, classic method, but you're also getting some additional thoughts from Nate. And also, if you want to buy refills, I do see at the bottom here that you can buy refills as well. So that's good. So if you want to go out and start doing this a lot, and you don't have to pay $100 every time, I don't know how much the refills are, but they are available, and I would assume they're nowhere near the $100. You know, and he does say that this is also something that you could do. Combine this with Terrify. So basically, if you want to do some strong mentalism, you're gonna like True Test. That's my thought. True Test. While it's a little expensive, it's solid. You'll use it, and I think you get a lot of use out of it. So there you go. That is True Test. You know, 3 very different things tonight. Of course, we had 2 mentalism pieces, but they were definitely clearly different type of effects. Xpand's pretty cool. You know, it's a card trick, but it's got a nice visual effect to it. Definitely something different than just snapping your cards on top of the deck. So that's always a plus. So that's cool. So those are the 3 products, and also I did mention I'd tell you a few other things. Yesterday was Tuesday, which means we did the jam session. We did it live in our brand new Session 1 studio. I had with me Mark Calabrese and Jeff Price. It was an awesome time. We were there for about an hour. We did it a little on the spot. I know it was Tuesday, and that's our jam session day. But in the next, I would say in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have a regular schedule going. So I'll know what time each week we're going to do the jam session, because things are kind of changing a little bit. But we'll definitely go back on a regular schedule soon, so you guys can join us for the jam session and also for the Magic Marketplace Product Review Show, which is just going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait to get out of here and into a studio with a set and a professional camera team behind me. It's going to be really fun. And lots and lots of special guests popping in when they're in Vegas. So that's going to be cool too. So like I said, there's a lot of exciting things going on this week. We've been shooting a brand new DVD with Mark Calabrese, shooting another one actually next week, and doing some very exciting things with Jeff Price and many, many other people. So yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait to show you guys what's going on. And thanks for joining me tonight, or this afternoon, or this morning, whenever you're watching on demand. Thanks for tuning in. Leave your feedback below. Have any questions or thoughts about these products or other products that we've reviewed in the past, or things that you'd like us to maybe check out. Post them below. Let us know you're out there, and I'll be sure to answer them on the show. So thanks for sticking in there, guys. We are coming back in a big way very soon. We did not forget about you. So that's about it for now. But in the meantime, have a fantastic week. You can always reach us at team@themagicsession.com. And as I always say, be good, or be good at it. Catch you next time.
Is this your card?
I don't know.
Was it a red card?
I don't know what red is.
Ta-da!